To my younger self.
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 To my younger self. To my younger self.
Hi, hello, and good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? It is so good to see you. Good morning, and welcome to My Younger Self, where we tell stories from our past that is going to propel us into the future. I love seeing you guys here. I love seeing you guys here. It is Tuesday, so you know what that is, right? It means we are here to tell some stories. Good morning, Beverly. Good morning, my dear. Oh my God, one of our topmost, biggest fans. I see you, my dear. God bless you so much. Say hello to James for me. Tell him I said good morning. Listen, it's Tuesday morning, so you know what that means. It means we are here to tell stories. I wanted to take time real quick to say today's episode is brought to you by the Shimmigrant series, which is a series of books that have been written by Margie Marge, our auspicious sponsor for the month. She has done an amazing thing. And I will play a little video for you right after we say some greetings, okay? Okay, where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from on the continent of Africa? I want to hear from you. Do me a favor, go into the comment section and put a greeting in the comment section. Say hello, say good morning. Please, please, please don't be a bleacher viewer. Don't just sit on the sidelines watching us doing amazing things. Come in here, join us, do amazing things together. Say good morning, say welcome, say something to me from in your local dialect, okay? Baraka da zua, sanunku da zua, ya de ya kakwana lafia. I hope you slept well. I had just greeted you in Hausa, which for me is the oldest language in Africa, well, really in the world, to be honest. So I greet you. Koton, Ahohelang to you. Do you speak Soseto? I just greeted you. Yajari, if you speak Mampruli, I just greeted you. Indina Wezo, how are you? It is so good to see you. I am so excited to see you. Thank you so much. If you speak Ewe, or you are from the Volta region, anywhere you are in the world, as long as you speak Ewe, I greet you. Yaken for Toma Fujua Wela Toma Awela. I just greeted you in the Kusal, which is my mother tongue. God bless you. I am so grateful that you are here. Sawubonani to you if you speak Zulu. I greet you. Oliotia, how are you doing? I just greeted you in Luganda. If you are in Uganda and you speak Luganda, this always gets me, right? Because it is Uganda and Luganda. It is so weird. Anyway, I just like saying it. Bella to you, Ibio Kibari to you. Do you speak Moshi? Are you in Burkina Faso or really any part of the world? My brother-in-law, a couple of weeks ago, just walking on the streets of Geneva, just met a guy who was singing in the Mwari dialect. How amazing is that? I'm just so excited about that. Toyo Tang, my Ga people will say, Oje Ko to you if you speak Gam. Ekaro to you, Ekaro and Ekabo to you if you speak Yoruba. Naga Def to you, to all of my Senegalese friends. And you know why I like to say Naga Def in Senegalese, or really it's the Wolof language, because I personally love Yusundo so much. And I would tell you the story one of these days, really. Jambo, habari gani to you if you speak Swahili. Karibu sana to you, Kotolii to you if you speak Foldi and you are Fulani, I greet you. Listen, for those that lost their lives, our Fulani brothers and sisters all the way in Ghana up north, I am so sorry to hear what's going on. I sympathize and I empathize, and this should not be happening. And even though this is not a, talking to show, I felt I should stop and say that. We love you guys dearly. Please keep safe. You are a part of us. And I am so grateful that I get to speak this language together with you. Bonjour to you if you speak French. Buongiorno to you. Bom dia if you speak Portuguese. Of course, buenos dias and welcome. I greet you all. I am so excited to see you. Who is here in this room today? Let's see. I see Antoinette. Thank you so much, sis. How are you doing from the Windy City? I hope it is not snowing. Juliet says, I am on she's on leave today, so work cannot affect your greatness. I am so excited to hear that. Thank you so much for spending part of your leave off of work with us, Juliet. Thank you. Last week was an amazing time. I so enjoyed seeing you and Stan the man just showing support for each other. I look forward to having that one of these days. You know what I mean? Rachel Dumel. Ooh, Joe Berg. Hey. I love you guys. I really do. Dumela to you, my dear sister. It is so good to see you. Big sis all the way in Canada. Are you trying to show me up? Bonjour tout le monde. Oh, yay. I said that right, didn't I? I am so sorry to hear that it snowed. Listen, I am ready to live, like Juliet will say, my greatness in life without snow. Enough already. Hey, Mole Metafavi Sedi. I know I said this right today. I did. Hey, how are you, sis? It is so good to see you. Another one of our producers. Okay, before I introduce my auspicious guest, let me just go and make some money. Ooh, and we will be right back.
I am brave. I will be kind. And I will dream big. So when I say Sasha, say America. Sasha, America. Sasha, America.
Oh man, I'm so sad that ended. I was dancing to that beat. I hope you enjoyed that beat as much as I do. All right, and we are back. Let me introduce you to our next guest storyteller. Let me tell you, I love Africans for one thing. We are great storytellers. Everything about our lives, everything that we do from childhood all the way till God calls us home is enveloped and pocketed in little different stories. This is how we tell the world we exist. Okay, and our next guest storyteller is an amazing African. Her name is Adwowa Ammah. Oh, don't you love that name? Adwowa Ammah-Tagoe ni Spiogabra. She is a widow and mother of three who are adults, an adult son and daughter, and a teenage daughter. I love how she breaks it down in her bio. She is in her late 50s, she says. She studied art at the University of Science and Technology, specializing in textiles. Ooh, listen, can I get some textiles? I love clothing. Her hobbies are dancing, gardening, moderate exercising. I like how she put there, moderate, not too much, just moderate exercising and meeting people from different cultures and backgrounds. She's also concerned about protecting our environment, loves counseling the youth and married couples, gets inspired when she sees work of art from friends, and loves to read. Now, here is the one that excites me even more. She speaks Fanti, Ga, Chi, a little Eve, German, French, a little Spanish, and a little Portuguese. Who are you? Who is this woman? My God, my God. She is definitely a quintessential African artist. And I am so excited, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce you to Adwowa. Please do me a favor. Let us welcome her in the grand style of To My Younger Self tradition. Please, please say welcome to her in your local dialect. I want to see it in the comment section. Hello,
Likewise.
hello, 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 hello.
Hi.
How are
Hi,
you, my dear?
Zoe. I'm doing well. I'm blessed
Oh,
and I'm highly favored.
wow. Look at
Thank
that.
you.
This is your
Thank
show now.
you.
My job is done. Over to you. Take us away.
Thank you so much, Zoe. I thank you for this opportunity. And I'll just go straight into my stories. In fact, I think the very first song I remember hearing was this. Diri diri den den den, diri den, diri diri di den den den, diri den, diri diri den den den. That was my father singing to me. I don't know how old I was. I must have been like 2 or 3. I can't remember how. I just remember the song, and the song was they used to. I think they used to sing it to soothe me. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But as I was preparing to come, I said I have to start with a song in honor of my dad. I am actually doing this program in honor of my mom, who would have been 100 years on the 1st of January this year. But I knew there was no way I could do it without mentioning my dad, because without him, where would I be?
You tricked us.
So-
You tricked us.
So dedicated to these two wonderful people. So I grew up in a very interesting family environment. As I said, my dad used to sing this song to me, and he used to do some funny exercises with me. I was very small, but I remember them. But one thing I remember is, as young as about 3.5, my father was a diplomat. He taught me how to polish his shoes. I was polishing his shoes, and I used to polish them till like I could see my face in those shoes. And when he wears them, my goodness, it's like I was in heaven. So
I remember that. Wow.
I don't know how he taught me, but I was so little. And now thinking back, I'm like, how did he do it? I don't know how he did it. But I think it tells us that the Bible says, train up a child in the way he or she should go. And when they are old, they will not turn away from it. I think it is telling us that we should start early. We shouldn't wait, Sometimes the child is little. Look at, chankaka. No. These days, the children grow so fast. You better start training the child as soon as he or she enters your womb. I've been telling my children, talk to your children when they are in the womb. Sing to them, address them, counsel them, because they grow and they are so smart. They are so smart. And that's what I learned from my dad. And coming back to my childhood, and because my dad was a diplomat, I actually was not born in Ghana. I was born in Tunis, all the way northern Africa.
What?
And
Really?
I have a Tunisian name. Should I release it, or I should wait small?
No, I think you
I have
should
a
release it.
Tunisian name.
Release it. I want to hear
My
it.
Tunisian name is Latifa. Latifa.
Wow.
That is my Tunisian name.
Girl.
So even though I was named Adwowa in Tunis, I think I was called Latifa. So I was born in Tunis, but I did not see much. And then my dad was posted to Prague, capital of then Czechoslovakia. So that's where I started school. And guess what? I was in a kindergarten, and in our house, because my sister started school in Tunis, they were going to French school. I was going to a Czech school. And then my parents were speaking Fanti and English. So you can imagine.
That was the United Nations.
Languages that were getting mixed up in that house. Because when we listen to the news, we listen to BBC first, which was English. Then we'll switch over to the Czech news. And the prime minister was called Dubček. So when they give the news, I will explain the news to my parents and my siblings because they didn't understand a word of what was said.
Wow.
And I
What
was
a
like
life.
4 or 3.5, 4 going on 5, So
Wow.
I think that's where my love for languages must have started, because I could hear my sisters arguing in French. They conversed and argued in French. And then my parents would speak Fanti with us. They would speak English with us. And then I was speaking Czech in a Czech day nursery. And guess what? When I went to the nursery, I was so young. But can you believe that I had a crush?
I just heard
Somebody is shouting A in the background. I had a
Oh, I
crush.
love you
And the
guys.
guy was
That's
called Peter
amazing.
Hanosek. Peter Hanosek, wherever you are, God loves you. I just loved you, but it wasn't supposed to be. And whenever there was a class picture, I had to stand by Peter Hanosek, or he had to stand by me, else I won't take the picture. Hey, Adwowa, what was this? Eh?
I love that.
I mean, I don't even know what I was thinking of, but I used to think about princesses and knights and, those dreamy things I used to think about. And I'll say, Peter Hanosek. He looks like, maybe he's a knight or something. I don't even know what he was. So, yeah, please, since I'm dedicating this program to my mom, can you please show us my mom's picture, my mom and I?
Absolutely. Do me a favor. Keep talking, and it's going to pop up very soon. Yes, do that.
So whilst we were in the Republic of, it wasn't Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia, I was very, very naughty. I thought I was smart, but
all right,
I was
here
very
we
naughty.
go. Before you go into that, this is you and your mom, and it's coming up right now, guys. Just stay tuned and see this stylish woman. Whoo, Jesus. Look at that. Look at this woman. Oh, it's the Barbie doll for me. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And that doll could walk. That doll could walk and talk.
What?
It could walk and talk.
Oh my God, look at that. Look at that style.
Thank you.
Oh, and it's that it's the blonde hair for me also. Oh wow. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you for showing us that.
But
That's so amazing.
I am going to be naughty because I have another favorite picture of my mom.
Let's see. Do you have
that?
that?
Can you see it?
Not really. Not really. We don't see it at all. There you go. I think we can see a little bit of it now. Oh, look at those glasses. Wow. That woman is styling. Yes, we saw that now. Wow, how beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm dedicating it to Mama, as we used to call her. She was Elizabeth Spiogabra, named Mesa, born in Sekendi, but she became Mama to all of us. I dedicate it to her. And this year we celebrated her 100th birthday. It was just glorious because people in Ghana normally celebrate, 5 years since my mother died, 10 years since my mother died. It will be actually 20 years since she passed this month. But we said, let's twist it a bit and have a party. So we had a party for my mother. She was not there. And we're also excited. You should have seen us dancing, singing, and everybody was telling us how they remembered her. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And we brought different people in different stages of her life who had played different roles. We brought them all around. We had a meal and we danced and we listened to stories like we're doing now. It was just wonderful. And somebody who came said, wow, I've learned a new thing. I think this is a precedent you've set in Ghana because people are now going to start celebrating birthdays of people who passed as if they were here. Instead of going to mourn and cry. Yes, so that's another aspect of our life in Ghana. But going back to my life, I as I said, I thought I was very smart. So I was between the between the ages of about 3 and 5, and we were living in a very big house, and it was 3 stories with an underground. So the housekeeper was called Madame Inglerova. Inglerova. In Prague, all the names are like that. There was Inglerova. There was a singer called Eva Pulerova. Everything is Vo or something like that. So Madame Inglerova used to make this nice soup, and I always thought, they said, Adwowa, when you go to Madame Inglerova, don't eat. I said, no, I won't eat. And then I will go, and she'll offer me the soup. And the way the soup smells, I will take some of the soup. So when I get back, they say, Adwowa, Infanti. I call Madame Inglerova, Inyo. And no monkwana, and when I open my mouth, they will just say, Adwowa, you went and drank the soup. Then I'll say yes. Because her soup was garlic soup. It was full of garlic.
Wow.
In Prague, in Czech, I think they have this special onion soup. They do. But hers was different. Hers was like garlic and everything, whether blended together. Very nice. So I used to take it. But I remember in school, there was this onion soup I was afraid of. Up till now, I don't like onions because the onions were in big, big bulbs. Like the whole onion in the soup, like a piece of meat.
What?
And I was always afraid of those. I mean, I'm sure it's a delicacy in the Czech Republic because the onions were in, complete bulbs of onions and very big in the soup, and they just scoop it like that. I'm like, no, I won't take it. So I never liked onions, and even up till now, it's taken me a bit of a while to get used to having big chunks of onions in my food. So that was me. And as I grew up, it came to a point where we had to come to Ghana. And I was so excited because my mother would always say, this food looks like something in Ghana. There's something in Prague called kenegliki. Kenegliki is very thick. It's like banku. And we used to cut it with a metal, that thing used to cut egg, but the biggest form of it, and you put it in and you cut it with a metal. Very thick. And my mother would say, in Ghana, we have something called kenke and banku. And I'm like, what is all this? And I was just excited when I heard about things of Ghana. So when my father told me we're going to Ghana, you should have seen me. I was like, woo, we're going to Ghana. Hey. Because I didn't know where Ghana was. I didn't know how Ghana looked like. I didn't know anything. All I heard were stories about Ghana. And do you know what excited me most when I got to Ghana? You know how people used to have the sugar cane and then they do it like
and tear it. Oh my God, I had a cut one day from that. That was terrible. Like I did that and I got a cut.
That was what I loved. When I see people with that, I just get excited. I don't know. The things that used to excite me. And then I learned mashed kenke. Hey.
Wow. Oh, Ghana Internet, please don't do this to us. Let us hear this mashke story. This is not good. Adwowa, can you hear us? We were doing great. Uh-oh. Adwowa, can you hear us? Hello? Oh, this is like a everyday occurrence, right? Where are my prayer warriors at? Where are you guys? Can we go into a a bout of prayer or something? Because I cannot hear Adwowa at all, and she is frozen, and I am very sad. And I hope, Adwowa, you can hear me. In the meantime, we're going to take time and engage our audience. I know Adwowa loved mashke. What did you like when you were growing up? What did you like? I loved Tom Brown, and I still eat Tom Brown.
Started mashed kenke. Sarah.
Can you hear me now? Resolve yourself, please. It looks Audrey, stop joking. Professor Audrey says it's the garlic soup hitting the airwaves. Oh God. All right, let's see. Maybe she's coming back on another stream. Oh, can you hear us now?
Yeah, yes, I'm back.
Oh,
Sorry.
thank God you came back. We ended up at the part where you said mashke,
The
and then it
masking.
stopped. Oh
Yeah.
man. Go ahead, please tell us the story. Go.
Audrey says it's the garlic soup. Don't worry.
Yes. Terrible,
Don't worry.
Audrey.
I have to
Terrible.
get the recipe. So I was so excited when I came back to Ghana. And I think that in a way, because I grew up, I think my first 5 years was not in Ghana, my psyche is a bit different. I don't behave like a typical Ghanaian. And
I don't think
sometimes
you are a Ghanaian properly, because
sometimes when I want to be treated nice, in Ghana, they always want you to show you some negative scale. We call it DBialities. People say, oh, you with DBiachel to your DBialities. So sometimes when you go somewhere and you see that maybe there's a queue and they are kind of, I just come and say, je ne suis pas Ghanaian, no. Excusez-moi. Je ne suis pas Ghanaian. Hey, well, then you see that immediately people start attending to you.
Wow.
Then when they finish, I'll just say, oh, medasi, why? Then they're like, Otichi. Yeah, it happens here in Ghana.
That is horrible. Oh my
It's
God.
not the best. That's one of the horror stories.
Yes.
You go somewhere and you are, it's like nobody's attending to you. You start speaking a foreign language. Immediately, everybody comes to you. It's unfortunate, but I think we need to work on that because we should love ourselves.
We should love ourselves.
Why don't we love
more?
ourselves? Why do Ghanaians not love themselves, but love others? I'm sorry I'm bringing up this, but it just came up because
most
sometimes
times, we are more hospitable to other people than to ourselves.
Yeah. And when I want to be really, really, really crazy, like how the Germans say Ferut, ich bin nicht Ghanaian. Hey, was ist los? Hey, Entschuldigung Sie.
I love you. The storyteller is amazing.
I've remembered a very crazy story I have to share with you, Zoe.
Wow.
When my daughter, who is now, she's been out of school for some years now, when she was going to the university, she got KNUST. We were all happy. And we were supposed to pay the money through the bank.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, oh, okay, we chose a particular bank. And we said, oh, this bank is really, a top bank. So we think we should be able to get our money across to Kumasi for her to start, getting into the hall and all that. We sent this money, I think early in the week, it must have been a Monday or so. And as at around middle of the week, my daughter called me crying. What is the matter? She said, the money has not hit the account.
Oh.
I cannot enter university. It's like I'm stranded because there's no money and there's no proof that you've paid the money. So I said, okay. I always plan that when I go on retirement, I'm going to start a Kakeku band. For those of you who don't know what Kakeku is, Kakeku was a famous, very famous band in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. They were a concert band. They were like jokers. Yes. Mm-hmm. So I always said, one day I'll start a Kakeku band. So I went and consulted another very crazy friend of mine. I'll call her Kate. I said, Kate, last time when you went to Barclays Bank and they had done something with your salary and all that, what did you do? And she told me what to do. I said, thank you. So I went and saw my general manager and said, GM, today I want to ask permission. I have to go to a certain bank. But if you hear of me that I am misbehaving, it's because I have psyched myself and I'm very upset because my daughter is crying we've sent her money and it's not hitting the account. So I will not mention the name of the bank, but I went to this bank. And because I got the tutorials from my friend, it was not easy. As soon as I got there, you know what I did? I took off my shoes and put them on my head. And started walking into the bank with my shoes on my head. And anybody who looks at me say, "Don't look at me, do your work." The people in the counter, I said, "Excuse me, do your work." Then the security man came to me. I said, "Where is the manager?" I changed I just became like, I said, "Where is the manager?" He said, I said, hurry up. I want to see the manager. Quickly, they ushered me to the manager's office. And when I got there, I said, "Madam, have you sent your son to university before? How old are your children?" She told me. I said, "Okay, you don't have the experience." "Have you been to KNUST before?" She said, "No." I said, "Excuse me, madam, my daughter is crying." And I started banging my hand on the table. Hey, madam, I said, "My daughter is crying. We sent this money some days ago. Can you get the..." And then she called the manager, and then I got the phone. I said, "Hey, Kumasi manager of whatever, are you aware that my daughter is in torment in Kumasi? Please, hurry up and send the money before I do something here to this woman." And then I was there, and a pregnant woman came. I said, "Hey, Rabba, you are pregnant. I don't want to disturb your baby. Please, just go. Leave. Let me talk to this woman. You say you're a manager. What is the problem? Why hasn't the money gone?" So that day, I told her that, "Madam, if the money doesn't go, I am staying here with you. I'm not leaving. No. Today is Friday. I will stay here. I'll sleep with you till tomorrow. Till the money goes. I'm not going." Hey.
Oh my
Zoe. You don't want to see that part of me. I was so incensed, and the Kakeku spirit came upon me. Oh, he anointed me. I started acting with all alacrity, and I got the result I wanted. Can you imagine?
Did you, so this Kakeku spirit, did you sing any songs? I'm now very curious to see. What was the singing?
There was no singing. I was very upset. So it was shouting, banging on the table, shouting on her, raising my voice. I was shouting as if somebody was squeezing. I was shouting. Do you know, when I finished, she drove me to my house. She became my friend. She drove me to my house.
I can't with you. Oh my
God. On top of that, I invited her to church, and she drove me to my house. She became my friend. And when I got home and I told my niece who works in that bank, she said, "You went and shouted on Madam so-so." And so I said, "Oh, I made a small."
Very small scene. Nothing. Wow.
So anyway, back to Bataan.
Wow.
Back to Bataan. So there was a time I was writing my A-levels again. I actually have 2 A-level results, which I carried to KNUST, but I went with my old results, God being so good. So what happened is, there was an arrangement, and I started going to Achimota School as a sixth former, even though I'd already done sixth form in another school in Cape Coast. So I was going to Achimota School. I was wearing the uniform. I got 2 lovely ladies to dash me 2 of their uniforms. "Thank you. You did so well. God bless you wherever you are." And I was in uniform. I used to go for econs class and art class. So as for econs, I don't even know what that subject is about up till now. I don't understand it. I don't. Forgive me, if you're an economist. Forgive me. It's my brother who asked me to do econs. Forgive me. I didn't understand it. So I failed. I failed economics F. The art, I didn't do so well. So I went to Achimota. I was writing again, but I used to live on Legon campus with my sister, who was a teaching assistant then. And one day, I was with some friends. We used to move together in 2s and 3s. So one day we went to Legon, and I can't remember what happened. We decided to go to Ford Foundation. I've never told this story to any soul, so listen carefully.
Oh, wow.
And we went to Ford Foundation because I think there was another senior lecturer or colleague of my sister's who sent us. She sent us to Ford Foundation, which was like a guest house for Legon, the lectures and things. And I don't know what happened. We ended up, either she sent us to go and give something to this Asian lecturer or tea or something. And then when we went there, he sent my friend to do something. I should have followed my friend. Oh, hey,
Oh my
sister.
God.
I was sitting there. Hey, then the man said, "Oh, do I want to see his house?" I said, "Oh, I've seen the house." So, do I want to see the bedroom? I said, "No, I don't want to see the bedroom." Then he came. Hey, you are nice. So then you pass his hand here. Then you pass. I said, Jesus, Lord Jesus, when is my friend coming? When is my friend coming? So I stood up and I started praying. So as
In
soon
front
as
of
my
him.
friend came,
Adwowa, you started praying in front
Yeah.
of him.
no, I was praying in my head because
Okay.
those times I can't remember whether I was praying. I can't remember how I prayed, but I was praying. So as soon as my friend came, I said, let's go. Yes, ma'am, let's go. And she said, what is it? I said, I'll tell you. Ah, what is all this? The man came with his hand around my arms and said, hey, if it had not been for God, like I would have told you a different story.
Oh
Because
my
I realized the man had meant that today, hey, men or the maybe and then, hey.
And
So,
this was an Asian
I
man.
remember, yes. He
Wow.
looked like, I can't remember what kind, but Arabic, Asian, kind of. So, from that time, I always remembered my mother telling us that whenever you are visiting a gentleman or a boy, go in twos, be two girls, and go and visit the gentleman. And I said, hey, my mother was wise, so you were wise. That is why you said that. So this is something I've never told anybody. I nearly got raped by that man. Nearly got raped by that man because of being serviceable. This person will send you, oh, go and buy this for me. Oh, you to get this for me. So anyway, advice to the young ones. When you are visiting a gentleman, please go with your girlfriend. If you're a boy, you are visiting a lady, go with your girlfriend. If it's your boyfriend, go with your girlfriend. Unless you are doing things you shouldn't be doing. No. Sometimes you know that it is going. I mean, if you don't take care, as my husband would say, something is going to happen. So it's just a way of keeping safe. And interestingly, when I went to work on the MV logo recently this year, they said when we are going out, if you're a woman, you have to go with a man and a woman. And if you're a man, you go out with a man and a woman, which means there's that thing. You are three, so that nothing can happen anywhere.
Wow.
And we thought they were being strict. But later on hindsight, I said, this is my mother's advice.
That's
My
your
mother said,
advice,
never
yes.
go somewhere alone. And
Wow.
they were just being, trying to be safe, to make sure, especially with those who are not from Ghana, that they don't get into any trouble or get lost or something. So you had to move in threes. And they were doing it okay. So anyway, that was one horror story I have shared with you. Let me find something nice to share.
No. So,
Yes, so
Adwowa, thank you so much for sharing this powerful story. I'm so, I think we all, we're going to take a breather. We're going to take a breather and listen to a message from our very auspicious sponsor whilst we all take this story in and tell ourselves this advice, always go in twos. And what a powerful advice your mom gave. I'm so overwhelmed right now. You know what? Let us go and take a message. Let's take a message from the Young Shimmigrant series, and we will be right back, guys. Just let us breathe on this for a minute. Let's breathe. We'll be right back.
I am brave. I will be kind. And I will dream big. So when I say Sasha, say America. Sasha, America. Sasha, America.
And can I just say, please find all of you, our audience out there, please find The Young Shimmigrant on Amazon, Book Nook, anywhere.
I'm on.
I love this. I love this. Your daughter is a great production assistant. This is beautiful. And listen, this is what
She didn't know I was on.
this is what To My Younger Self is all about. We are real over here. We're not trying to be all like, we're perfect. This is it. We're Africans. We tell stories the way we tell our stories. We love it. But for the young ones out there and for the parents out there, if you want to introduce your child to what it means to be a child that lives in another country but comes from another country, much like Adwowa did in her life, when she was much younger. Please, please, please find the Young Shimmigrant series. I guarantee you, your children will not be disappointed at all. In fact, I do believe you would also find a couple of books by Margie March that you definitely will enjoy, because I know I did. And to that Asian man, shame on you. Shame on you, whoever you are. If you're alive and you happen to chance upon this video, shame on you. And I hope that they caught you somehow, because if you tried it on Adwowa, I am sure you tried it on a couple of other women on that campus. Shame on you. And this is what Africans need to start protecting our daughters and our mothers and our sisters and our aunties from, people who come from different places. And yes, we love everybody, but we have to protect each other. That was very wrong, and we do not condone that here on To My Younger Self, or anywhere else in Africa for that matter. Adwowa, over to you before I go into a rant.
Okay. Yeah, by God's grace, I was delivered. So when we went back, in fact, the lady was, the one who sent us, she became very, very sorry, and she got so upset. I think she knew the gentleman, and I don't know what they did, but when we told her what happened, she never, in fact, we decided we'll never let her send us again, and we're not going to that place again. So I think from that story, after that story, she never really sent us again. But the interesting thing I was saying was that I wrote my A-levels a second time, and then when the results came, I went with the old results because I kind of gave up. I said, oh my, I failed the econs anyway, so I had only 3 passes. So I'm like, those times you just say, oh, I'm a worker. You go to the fellowship, say, hi, I'm now a worker. I'm looking for a job because I'm not going to university anymore. And then I was advised by now Reverend David Pupulampu. He did art in the university. So when he checked my results, he said, oh, your results were not that bad. Go to tech and see what can be done. And those times, life was very simple as compared to now. So I told my friend, whose father was a lecturer on campus, I'm coming. I want to go and see the dean of the College of Art. Then she told me, Adwowa, the dean is an occultist. I said, okay. So as usual, we started fasting and praying. I started fasting in Accra. I went to my friend's house, Fosti's house, and we fasted and prayed for 3 days. It was almost dry, dealing with that occult spirit. So when we went to campus, she took me, and we were just going, and then we went to the College of Arts, the ceramics department, and there was a professor, I think Professor Boaf. I don't know if he was a professor then. And she told him, oh, we're going to see the dean. And he just said, oh, let me take you, just like that. He had never seen me before. So he took us and introduced us to the dean, who was then called Azi Akato. Anybody who went to KNUST in the 70s or 60s and 80s knows Azi Akato. So we went to see Azi Akato. So he said, Adwowa, but your results were very good, O levels. You did very well. What happened in the A level? I said, sir, I don't know. Then he asked, so do you want to do a diploma or degree? Hey, the occultist that I have fasted for about 5 days against is asking me, do I want to do the degree or what would you say? I said, I want to do degree. I'll go the higher level. I mean, we had disarmed him. So, I just looked into it. I said, sir, I'll do degree. So when he said that, on his words, I took his words like Jesus told Peter, come. I just started by faith. I was just moving like when
Like you
I
were already
wasn't even
there.
thinking.
Wow.
I'm telling you. So I came home, I packed. I started packing. My sister said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to take. She said, have you been admitted? I said, oh, the occultist has told me to come. I'm going. That's what I kept on saying. As Kato says I should go. I'm going now.
Wow.
So I packed. I went to STC. Life was simple. I got to STC. We're all standing around. They said, oh, there's a bus going to KNUST. I said, oh, I joined. And then I happened to meet a senior of mine, a very good friend called Yakoba. So we sat together. I said, Yakoba, what are you going to do? She said she's going to do art. I said, I'm also going to do art. He said, what do you want to specialize? He said, textile. I said, I also want to do textiles. They said, oh, roommates.
You guys didn't even have a room yet.
We were speaking by faith. So when we got to the Africa Hall, she just said, oh, there was one Mr. Hanson. He said, Mary Abba, he's always speaking fancy. So, oh, good afternoon, sir. We said, we came for the kids. Oh, G, Foko.
Oh, wow.
He just gave, she had done the right thing. I was working on the words of Azia Kato. So we went to room 806 on the 8th floor. We were in lectures. After about 3 weeks, one day they came and mentioned names. They said, if you hear your name, stand up and get ready to walk out. But wait, I heard my name with others. Yakoba was not part of it. So they said, all of you, you have not registered to be in this university. We are giving you 2 weeks. If you don't register, as the Germans will say, raus, vamos, alle party. So I got up. I was just shaking. And I had some of my friends too among. I said, what happened? I mean, everybody was like, oh, what happened? So we started. And those times, my dear, the fasting and the prayers, hey, we call it kiwi, no water. We don't even drink water. So I said, God, are you going to disgrace me?
Oh my God.
Are you going to disgrace me at this point? Are you going to disgrace me at this point of my life? Hey, no, it won't happen. So I started fasting. Hey, from day one, fasting, praying. But we went to the ad office and did the registration. But one thing I did, I don't know where I learned it from. I just took my hands and laid them on the 4 walls of the room. And I said, God, this room, 806, I am not leaving this room till I decide I'm leaving this room. I am not leaving this room. I am staying in this university. I've declared it, and so shall it be. And then I did it for all the 4 walls, and I went and did my registration. Finally, we were taken in. But those were the times that we used to walk by. This kind of faith that, I don't know, I think I need to up my game, because that time the faith was so big and so strong. And I mean, how do you go to university and you don't fill a form? Can you imagine?
Wow.
Can you imagine? It can't happen today. But those times life was simple.
Oh my
And it wasn't
God.
only me, there are lots of us. So I mean, this shows that when you have faith, even a Satanist can talk to you and you will move.
Yes.
I mean, when he was talking, my faith was on the God level. So I was just going. And that is how I went to the university. And that is how I finished. And I stayed in 806 till the end of the year.
No way. Oh my God.
Yes. And I remember Aziz, he was still tormenting people. And I decided I was not part of that. So when I see him in the morning, I say, sir, I'm praying for you. When he says, good morning, I say, good morning, sir. I'm praying for you. And I'll make my eyes, I'll give him a certain look and I'll point at him. I'm praying for you.
Wow.
Because that man was tormenting people spiritually. It was serious. It was serious. He was appearing in people's dreams. He was making students go mad. Oh my God. Something else. But let's leave it. That's negativity.
Yeah.
So let's come to something interesting.
Yes.
Let's go to something interesting. So as I was saying, when I was little and we were in
Just so you know, Adwowa, right now, sorry to cut in between, but now we are on the 50th 50th minute, so we
Minutes.
have
So I have
about
to round up.
10 minutes to round up. Yes, I thought I
Okay.
would put
So
that right there.
I'll go fast. My father and mother did their best to teach us to be Christians. We went to church once in Prague. I remember it was a very big building with a lot of shiny gold or something, and we were like 8 people sitting in this big cathedral. I think my parents realized that no, Enkoye. If you say Enkoye, it's not going well.
This is not going
our children continue like this. No. So they decided we'll not go to church. I was even baptized in our house. So they'll do the service in the house. So Sunday, after we eat, they send all of us into a certain room. Then they start. School, Modia Sumbo, na Yeshimsia, Jesus on Sam. So they used to teach us hymns, songs, the Bible, infanti, you chew, baba, you pour. And my parents were not born again. Interestingly, on the flip side, when my parents got into their 70s and 60s, we led them to the Lord.
Oh my God.
But they were doing this. They were doing this in Prague. I mean, with a heart. I mean, to serve the Lord or to teach their children God. They were not born again, but they were teaching us the Bible. They were teaching us verses, and some of my siblings are able to even recount some of those verses in infancy up till now. Wow. So that is what God can do. So our parents got born again in their late. My dad got born again in his 70s. And my mom, I think, in her 60s. But I believe that God himself worked things out so that there was a reversal, and we led them to the Lord. And we know that they are in heaven now, and we are all content because they really did their best to show us Christ. One more thing. I went to 2 girls' schools in Cape Coast. The second one was a Catholic school. And when we went there, I realized that we couldn't do a lot of things we were doing in the Methodist school. In the Catholic school, you go under tables to speak in tongues. You go under tables.
I love
what is this one? You know? And then you don't talk about Jesus openly, or you don't preach openly. But God was working. People started having open vision at assembly. Open vision. They start giving prophecy. I'm telling you, there was a big revival in this school in Cape Coast. I don't want to mention that I was in, and through that I became a serious Christian. I'm so glad I went to 2 schools that were rival schools in Cape Coast, but I went to those 2 schools, and now I am who I am. It has made me a better person.
Wow. You are such a
time.
Yeah, no, it's not time at all. I'm just thinking how, like, you are such you are a storyteller. You're a hoot.
Thank God, it's my mom. My mom used to tell me stories every night. And I also took it up and started telling my daughter. And now my daughter is 16. And sometimes she says, Mommy, can you tell me a story? Anansi stories, Anansi stories. Look, my daughter is standing here. My elder daughter is saying, you have to tell us too. And every time my daughter will say, Mommy, tell me a story. And then I'll say the story about Anansi. And there was a hunger in the town. And he went, and they said everybody should go and look for food. And Anansi went and found the corn and ate all. Then he had this song. Ami miko bu namiko Juan namiko posa namiko cho namiko ri namiko eja kwesi bonsugu de akwesi bonsugu de. So they said the head should come and listen to the song because everybody went out looking for food. And Anansi came with a song. Not knowing that Anansi went and found Anansi went and found corn, and he roasted it and chewed it and drank it. Instead of bringing it to the animals to eat, he enjoyed it alone. And when the hare heard the story and shared it with everybody, as usual, Anansi was hooted at. Oh, and he went into the corner. That was the Anansi story.
You know?
Yeah, my artwork.
Go back a little bit.
I'm being cute. I'm being sued
Yes,
that
but you
my
did
artworks.
good.
I have my artworks around me. I'm an artist, so you can place an
Yes.
order. I'm not yet online, but I'll be online soon. You can place an order. I did those ones with the masks during the COVID. The actual
Wow.
masks I've sewn onto faces I painted. And I did the one, this pink one, in this direction. I did that one a long time ago. It has to do with HIV/AIDS. And then the tree is supposed to be the mustard tree of faith.
Wow.
It's when you have faith like a mustard seed and you plant it, it can become a big tree, and that
Wow.
tree will grow and it will become big. And hey, my producer,
Your producer,
somebody's
I
moving
love your
behind me with a
producer.
tree.
She's moving it.
Move
She's
to
trying to, girl, it's okay. We're Africans. You should come on. Come on the show. Let's see your beautiful face. It's all
they
good.
want,
Oh,
Sarah, they want to
Africans.
see your face. I don't think she wants to
All
show
good.
her
It's
face.
all good, my dear. That's okay. But we love you and thank you for doing this
Okay,
for your
that's
mommy.
Sarah.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Ghana and Africa, we are just dope people, period. And look how she's fixing her mommy. This is so beautiful. Listen, I wanted to show a little picture of you and your dad as you were, your mom and your
Yes.
dad as you were sharing the story. So
Yes,
guys,
please.
bear with me.
Yes,
We're going
please.
to share a beautiful picture of Adwowa's mom and dad. Here we go.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear. Look at that regality right there. Wow.
1940s. Oh dear.
It's jacket, it's the
This
dress.
was the 1940s, I believe. 1940s, I think.
Look at that. Oh, I am so in awe. I just, wow. Wow. So
Yeah.
dignified, so
That's
regal.
Papa and Mama.
Oh my God.
That's
Wow.
Papa
Now
and Mama, as we used to call them.
we have a video of you singing and dancing. At what point did you want us to share this? Do you want me to go ahead and show it
You
now?
know, I'm a mini actress, if I can say that. I had to act in a film. My daughter enrolled me to act in a film for her, which she put into a competition. So I did that for her for that competition. So you can show it.
Oh wow! And I hope
love
that
dancing,
she wins. Yes, I hope that she wins. And this is we are premiering Adwowa doing her. This is her debut film. I don't know, demo. So if you're looking for an actress in Ghana and you're a filmmaker, I am a filmmaker, and if I was in Ghana, I would definitely draft her.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I love the conversation between you and your daughter is so beautiful. All right, guys, hang tight. Let us see Sister Adwowa doing her thing. You're gonna be so amazed. Hold on. Oh Lord, I love this. I really do.
Do our bodies forget the rhythm or beat? Or do we create our own in our minds? Even when the music stops, our dance still lives. Why? Because it's flowing in our veins. It's building up in the sinews of our muscles. Our hearts are pumping hard to the rhythm in us. Yes, our music lives in us.
Yeah, because I'm at your hine. Oh, hine, yeah, because I'm at your hine. No, nyame, yeah, because I'm at your hine. Asem dead, is a butter became. Na jinda home. Asem dead, is a butter became. Na jinda home, yes, a butter became boko. Sue, yeah, Sue, yeah, oh my Sue, yeah, Sue, yeah, oh my
Oh, girl, you are incredible. You see, my cheeks are hurting because I have been like smiling for most of this show.
You smiling too well.
And I haven't been able to keep up with with anyone that has been here. But let me say a couple of hellos to people that have jumped
Okay.
on. so many people, and guys, if we don't mention your name, it is a flaw. It is not intentional. And we are so sorry. I see Marvel is here. I hope I said your first name right. But Marvel, I am
Hi,
so thankful you're
Marvel.
here. Baba Fawson, thank you for joining us. Of course, I see Prophet. I said prophetess. Ooh, I'm prophesying something here. Prof. Audrey is here. Our doctor, in-house doctor, is here. Of course, Matilda Spiogabra, thank
Hey,
you for joining us.
my big sister.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Awo Nyansa Amono,
oh,
I see you.
oh,
Favored, thank you
yeah.
for joining us. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see who else is here. Let's see who else is here. Doris, thank you for joining us. This woman, she just jumped onto my younger self and has refused to let go. Thank you for being one of our
Okay.
dads.
I think my
Alvina,
sister Rabba is around.
yes, I think so. And maybe we'll find her. We're gonna try to see. David, I see you. He said, "Great
That's
interview,
my
mommy."
son.
Oh, it is so good to see you. It's so good to see you. Let's see. Let's see. So many people.
Yeah.
I cannot seem
Mandy
to.
Doris. Are you seeing
Let-
Mandy Doris or Araba?
I will look for her in a moment. Esinam, I see you, my dear. Thank you so much, my classmate in film school, a true filmmaker at heart. Kemi, thank you. Now, if Kemi was here, you and her will be dancing. She did dance in Legon. I see you. I see you. Pastor Teresa, oh, thank you so much. And we are so
Yay.
glad we did not miss this at all. Tina, thank you for joining us. And here we go, Araba. Thank you for joining us,
All
Araba.
the way from Madrid.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Sarah, I see you. I see
And
you.
that's
Thank
Sarah,
you. Yes.
my assistant.
Uh,
I hear Ransford is around. Fifi Ransford. Ransford is
um,
my lifestyle member, church member.
oh, Mary, I see you. Thank you for joining us. And for everyone else that we were not able to mention names, beloved Nelson, I see you. Lady said, this is Moses Rivers' mom. And I'm so grateful for her support. Both her and her son are incredible people to me. I love them both very dearly. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Who else is here? Ooh, Edwina is here. Doctor. Dr. Lobo, I see you.
Yay!
I love this woman. I love her. Rita, thank you for joining us. Another one of my classmates from NAFTI, another incredible filmmaker. I see Hanatu Sule. Oh my God, you guys are incredible. This tribe is a tight tribe. You know, I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Let's see. Did we miss somebody? It's just a lot, so much going on right now. I can't even, I'm a little overwhelmed, but I
know
thank you
those
again.
two schools. Pa.
If I did not mention your name, please, I am sorry. And yes, Araba says, here I am from Madrid. Wow, look at that. We are just all kinds of international today. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Adwowa, what a powerful storyteller you are. Wow. You know, I'm
Thank
not
you.
going into all of this. I was not exactly sure what was going to hit us today, but boy, am I glad. I knew that there was a little bit of crazy in you, but your crazy is like is
Crazy.
a cool kind of crazy, and I love it. I
Like the
love
bank crazy, the
Yes.
bank crazy, Kakeki
Yes.
crazy. Yeah.
Audrey says that Ransford is favored beyond imaginations. Oh, okay. So favored, we see you. So you are Ransford. I love this. Let me tell you, for anyone who is watching who is not African, please forgive us. This is our spirit. Our spirit is a spirit of, we are poetry in motion. We do everything in motion. Everything we do is colorful and beautiful and just doused in storytelling. This is us. Okay, this is us. And this is why I love my younger self. Yes, I know we created the show, both myself and producers and everything, but we're not tooting our own horns, but much like the lizard on the Iroko tree, yeah, we are a little bit, because we just embrace who we are. That's just who we are. We are storytellers naturally. And Adwowa, you came and you showed up as a good African storyteller. Please take a picture for
Thank
us with
you.
beautiful dress so we can put it up on the
Thank
To My
you.
Younger Self page. Guys, we are about to
Thank
round
you.
off, but I wanted to take time to say thank you for everything you all are doing for us and with us on To My Younger Self. Next week, we're going to be doing the author's corner onto My Younger Self, and we're going to be hosting, or really be in chat with this. Let me tell you, I cannot stop talking enough about Africans everywhere in the world. We are just incredible people. But this woman wrote a poetry book titled And So She Wrote. Jane Ofori Deku. She's going to be here in all of her filled with lightness and bubble-filled laughter. She's going to be here. Of course, yes, still sponsored by Book Duke and the Young Shimmigrant series. Next week, we are going to be sitting down with Jane Ofori. If you haven't seen the book yet, please find it on Amazon. It's called And So She Wrote, so that you can be a part of the conversation. Next month in May is going to be an incredible month. There is so much in store you don't even want to know. We are going to be having, have you guys, we every time I mention his name, I laugh. But I don't know how to say his name, the Ghanaian, the proper Akan way. It's Intikatiche Bombay. I think that's what, if you are very familiar with the Makola lawyer Nti or Intimidation, he's going to be here. Incredible comedian, highly intelligent man. I cannot wait for him to be here. We're going to be having Price Love at some point. This year is just so packed, and I'm just excited. I'm gonna not be a blubbermouth, but just watch out. If you have not signed up for To My Younger Self on YouTube, please do us a favor. Just find us on YouTube and click that cute little button that says subscribe. We need your support to keep telling positive African stories. So please do us a favor and sign up. Of course, our podcast is coming out, is going to be on iTunes, is going to be on Spotify, it's going to be on Google podcast, and everywhere podcasts are being made. So you will find it there. And yes, Sarah just helped me. KJ Tiaves Makola. You know what? I just love him so much. I just watch all of his videos. I gobble it up and laugh. So yes. Intimidation. Yes, Intimidation is going to be here, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet him and just share in his story telling prowess. As always, guys, my name is Zoe Baraka. I have been in the studio with Adwowa Ammah-Tagoe. Amma, what is the last thing? I know I called you Amma, which is your middle name, but I'm going to not. It's a double-barreled name. That's crazy.
Don't worry.
Producer for that, not Elsie, but Sedi. She did that. She planted that in my head. Not good. But Adwowa, what is the last thing you would like to leave with your guests today? They're your guests. Your guests.
Yeah. My dear guests, I want to say thank you so much for coming. And I think what I would say is that life is made up of all these little stories. They come all together and make us what we are. So whatever you go through, it may be negative, it may be positive, but they all come around to make you who you are. And through that, you can tell stories to your friends, and they can learn and get lessons from them. I think that's what I like to say, that whatever we are is made up of all the stories that came together, and that's what makes us who we are at any given time. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for just capturing it so beautifully. We are here every single Tuesday morning at 7:30 in the morning. Please remember that we are a viewer-supported program. So, if you have anything at all you want to pour into us, be a part of the angel investor, anything at all you want to pour into us so we can continue telling positive stories, send us your support through Cash App. Those of you who have Zelle, we're going to start putting those details there too. Cash App is no, it's not hashtag. That's a $. $TMYS, the number 7. You can send us your support, donation, whatever it is, send us a note. We are just free over here. Thank you so much for joining us on To My Younger Self. My name is Zoe Baraka. I'd like to say thank you, Adwowa. Today, I'm just going to be smiling all day, all day. And remember, everything you do is a culmination of who you are. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, hopeful, sad, filled with laughter. It is all you. Be beautiful, be uniquely you. Guys, we will see you again next week, bright and early. Bye-bye.
Me a proper Moko school, my bad.